Hey everybody, Joe here with Top Quick Joe. Today I'm going to show you a few tricks that I use when we're writing blog posts for our clients. And you can do the same thing for your clients. And I'm also going to give you a bot that you can use to create your own blog posts. And I'll show you how to do that here at the end of this video. Let me just share my screen and show you what we're working on here and what this is all about. Okay, so this is my AI SEO Pro Blogger. So we all know that AI is on the forefront. It could even take over regular search like Google search and Microsoft search and things like that. The word on the streets is it could be 50% of all searches soon. And a little caveat here is I use ChatGPT now for most of my searches because it gives me really good information, so I use it. So getting your clients to be able to rank in AI, ChatGPT and Grok and Gemini and things like that, all the AI Perplexity and all the different ones, you got to understand how SEO is changing. I suggest that everybody study AI in the future because it really is our future. All right, so here we go. So I created this bot. I have a prompt that's in the back end of this. That's 669 pages. I've actually created some prompts that are 1,300 pages long, and I'm going to be teaching people how to do what I'm going to show you so you can create your own prompts to do your own blogs. And I will be doing a training class on that. Now, it's not going to be free. It's going to probably, I'm not sure of the cost yet. In order for me to get to where I've gotten and doing what I can do, it basically cost me about $63,000. So you won't be paying that. It'd be way less than that, but I'm just telling you what it took. And over the last 3.5 years to get to where I'm at now in our company at Top Quick Joe. All right. So all of my bots, no matter what it is, and I told you I was going to give you access to a bot, and this is the Any Niche Blogs, because I don't know what niche you're in. So I'm going to let you use my bot, and you can write blog posts for any niche. And this will be in the description. I'll give you the link to this. Basically, it's po.com/any niche blogs, as you can see up here on the left. Okay. So I'm going to give you access to this. Now, when I build these bots, I build them specifically for a certain thing, most of them, except what I'm going to give you, that's any niche. So this right here is for AI SEO because AI is so prevalent in 2025, and it's going to get even more prevalent moving forward from today's October 9th, 2025. Every day there's changes because I follow all this and my team follows it. And so we know what's going on with AI. So we want to make sure our clients are starting to rank in AI because it's going to be important in the future. And you're probably seeing this everywhere on the internet. Anyway, with my bots, I make them so where you have to answer some questions in order to get what you want. So I copy this and I put it into the message bar, and this is it right here. So I copied it. What is a specific keyword? And I'm writing a blog about AI agents are changing how people shop, because they really are. And then who is your primary audience? My audience would be right here, small business owners, marketers, content creators, etc. What action do you want it to take? I want people to schedule a 30-minute Zoom meeting with me because I want to get them on the Zoom to see how I can help them or if they even need help. And then the emphasize part, I have this on all my bots, and I use let me just pull this over so you can see this. So I have these prompts right here. And this is a prompt right here. Take a look at the following blog posts and recreate it for Top Quick Joe. You can read this yourself. Do not duplicate the content. Write a much more in-depth blog post for me. Do not use duplicate content for the FAQ section, but expand on the body content section when creating FAQs. You don't want duplicate content, but AI is notorious for doing duplicates sometimes. So even though I give it this prompt, I still have to I'm going to show you what I do to fix that. Okay, so let me go back here. All right, so what we usually do is I'll look at the top blog posts in the world right now for AI. I will take that blog post and I will copy it and I will put it in here. And as you saw on my prompt, I'm telling it not to duplicate it. I want it to recreate it and do not duplicate it. So actually it does that. And so when it writes it, so my bots will give you a meta title, meta description, the slug. That's actually a slug is when you have a URL like topclickjoe.com / this is a slug, AI agent optimization strategy. Okay. All right, so we move on, and I want to know what the keywords are for the blog body, the actual blog, and I want to know what keywords we're using for the FAQ section so they're different. So then it's going to write me this blog post because I'm telling it, if you can see this, I'm telling it I want my blog to be about 4,500 words, my FAQ about 1,200 words, and yes, I do want the schema code at the end, so I said yes. Right? So it gives me all this, and then it writes the blog post. So I go on and on. Let me go down. And I'll show you what happens. So I will take a blog post. This happens to be the schema code because I said yes. So it's writing all the code, as you can see right here, right there, right? All the code. And I go down to the bottom. Okay, so let me stop this. All right. So I get it. And then I go to Google Gemini. All right. So I will please review. And so that's another part of my prompt for Gemini. Please review the following blog post and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Let me know if there is too much duplication because I want to know this, right? So I go here and I got a 9 out of 10. So that's pretty good. Most people would stop at a 9 out of 10. All right. And so it tells me all the strengths and it tells me all the areas for improvement. There's some duplication, right? The duplication analysis is telling me what it is. And so I copy this and I go back to my bot and I say, hey, I had Gemini right here. I had Gemini look at your blog post. The post did a good job. The post did get, oh, I wrote it wrong and it still knew what to say. Did get a good score, not got a good score, but can use some improvement. So I show it what Gemini said right here. I copy it and I show it. And so then I go back in here and it rewrites it right here. So now it's going to rewrite the whole blog post. So I copy the whole blog post again. I go back to Gemini and I say, what is my score now? Now I have a 10 out of 10. I have a perfect score. Now remember, Gemini is Google. So Google knows SEO. Google understands things. So I use Gemini for this because it's going to tell me what I need to know if do I need to improve it more, but I don't. Got a 10 out of 10. Now I got a 10 out of 10. Now I have to take this blog post and I got to go to I don't know what you know about Copyscape, but Copyscape does plagiarism search. So is there anything on the internet like this blog post anywhere? Right now, remember, I got the content from a really high-end blog post, put it in there. I told my bot to rewrite it, but don't duplicate it at all. So you can see it's 5,026 words. My blog post. Actually, I got that blog post done in under 10 minutes, and there's no results, which means there's nothing on the internet like it. Not even 1% does it copy other stuff. Okay, so now I know I have a perfect blog post that has 5,000 plus words, and there's nothing else like it on the internet in the world. So I can post that on my website now because it's original content. But so what I do, once again, recap, I use my bot, I write the post, I put it in Gemini. Gemini says, hey, you got a 9 out of 10. That's not good enough for me because I'm OCD. I want a 10 out of 10. I put it back in and I say, hey, I rewrote the blog post. What do you think? And so I put the blog post in here. The whole blog post is in here. Review of rewritten blog post, 10 out of 10. Now they think this is an exceptional piece of content. The rewrite is a significant improvement over an already strong original. You have addressed the previous feedback on duplication and references, resulting in a cleaner, more authoritative, and more effective blog post. These are the things that improved. Final assessment. This version of the blog post is a prime example of high quality content for a specialized topic. So if Google's telling me, and they own Gemini, this is great, I absolutely want to put this on my website. So what I do after that, I will go to here, I will go in here, I will copy this, and then I put it in a Google Doc and I date it. So like today's the 10th, the 9th of October. So I'll do 10/9/25. So my writing team that does my blog post for our website, we have 157 employees. So I have plenty of employees to do this. I'll put a date so they know when I actually did this blog post so they can put it on my website. Okay, so I do that. Like for instance, right here, I can show you a little bit. You can see there's 9/1, 9/24, 9/25, 9/27, 9/27, 10/5, right? 10/7, so on and forth. Now I'm going to do 10/9. Okay, so now I'm going to give it to them where it's 10/9, and they'll know to take this blog post that I've written. And what they're going to do is they're going to add photos, they're going to add links, they're going to have outbound links, internal links, and all this so it works very effectively for SEO. That's what we do here at Top Click Joe for our clients. And if you understand SEO, you can do the same. Like I said, I'm going to leave this bot right here, any niche blogs, so you can write your own. I'm going to also have a class that I'll be announcing soon on teaching you how to do what I did. I wrote a 5,000 word blog post in under 10 minutes that got a 10 out of 10, or down here once I redid it. 10 out of 10, went to Copyscape. There's nothing like it that exists anywhere in the world. So I have original content from a high authority blog post that I've already grabbed that's already ranking like in the top 3 in the country. And so now I outdid them because their blog post was about 900 words, mine's 5,000 words, so it expanded even more. So pretty soon I will be the winner. I'll be at the top because of what I've done here. And I can teach you how to do this when I have the class on how to build this out. Like even the class that I took, folks, even when I took the class and I spent all this money over all these, over the last 5 months, and it's not just training classes, but I'm in some of the top groups for AI. So I hear the most advanced stuff and what's going on, and I feed that to my team at Top Click Joe, and we're moving forward always. If this is something that's beyond you or above your head, and it is for a lot of people, a lot of my clients are service businesses, we can do this for you. You don't have to do it, we'll do it. So AI is a great thing if used properly. Remember, AI alone is never going to be AI plus a human being fixing things, putting photos in there, separating sentences, giving it white space, making sure it sounds human. The reason my prompt is 669 pages is because I'm giving it a lot of directions on not to be AI, to be human, to tell stories and things like that. So as you can see, my bot will write a story. If I go back and if I go back to this blog post right here, and I go back to the top, right up here, you'll see it's a story. It's 7:30 a.m. Sarah is a busy professional, realizes she needs a new coffee maker. Instead of opening multiple browser tabs or visiting several stores, she simply asks her phone, find me the best drip coffee maker under 150 bucks that's programmable and has good reviews. So then she gets it. She gets 3 things, exactly what she wants. So my blogs are like not only stories, but they're used to writing like numbers and like bullet points and more stories, right? So it keeps you engaged. So my team will start adding photos to all of this stuff. They'll start linking out to high authority pages, and they'll also be interlinking to things like our different pages or different blogs on our website. So it just does a really good job because of the way I build these. Once again, I'm going to be teaching this class. I have spent literally $63,000 getting to where I am right now over the last 5 months. You're going to learn everything I learned from spending $63,000, and you can be able to do this yourself. Now understand, folks, this is cutting edge AI. This is not you do a paragraph prompt. I have prompts that are 1,300 pages long. There's a reason why I do what I do and what I've learned, and I'm actually beating the people that taught me that had 80-page prompts. Mine are up to 1,300 plus pages now. And so I'm going to teach you how I do that. I'm going to give you everything in the class. So the class is coming. You just stay tuned. If you're on my YouTube channel, Top Click Joe YouTube channel, you're going to see it here. If you're on my Facebook, same thing. You're going to see it there when I do the class. I'm trying to come up with a fair price to teach everybody. And so I can get a lot of people in here to learn what I know, and you can use it yourself. You're going to save basically 3.5 years of your life taking the class when I start teaching it, because it took me I've been studying AI for 3.5 years now. It's everything compiled. When I took the class and they were doing like 80-page prompts and they saw mine that was 1,300 pages, they wanted to see what I did, and I'm not showing it to them because I'm going to have a class and people are going to have to pay for that information, because I have 3.5 years of my life plus $63,000, and you're going to get it for less than $1,000 for sure. I just don't know what that price is yet. I hope you learned something here. I hope this is exciting. The things that you can do with AI now, I'm going to give you the prompt for any niche blog writer. So it doesn't matter what you do. You can be a fashion designer. You can do lawn care. You can be a hardwood flooring finisher. You can be a plumber. It doesn't matter. I built it so it takes care of any niche, right? And so that way you can write your own blogs, and it costs nothing. The only caveat to that is you have to have a Pro account. It's $20 a month in order to use my bot, because it uses so many credits because it's so powerful. You got to have your own account. Otherwise, I'd be giving this away for free. It'd be costing me thousands of dollars with everybody using it. Anyway, thanks for being here. Can't wait to get to the next video to show you what else we got for you. And stay tuned for when I start teaching how to build these prompts so you can do the same thing yourself without spending 3.5 years of your life and $63,000. Okay? Have a great day. God bless. Peace out.